So the reverse lunge is a great single leg exercise, teaching explosiveness through the hip and teaching. So the reverse lunge. So the reverse lunge is a great single leg exercise, teaching hip explosive power, but also developing some muscle across the leg at the quads, the hips, and the hamstrings. So the reverse lunge is a great single leg exercise, teaching explosive power through the hips and one leg at a time, but also building muscle across the quad, the glutes, and the hamstrings. So great for athletes, and you'll see why really quickly, but also great for people looking to put on muscle mass across the leg. So all I'm going to do here, there's plenty of ways we can load this one up. We can hold dumbbells by our side. We can go with a goblet hold right here, or we can load them up with a barbell on our back or across the front of our shoulders. I'm going to do 2 dumbbells right here. And all I want to see is just a little bend in my hip, so I'm going to lean my torso forward as I come back and straight through all the way. So my hip comes through, but I'm not stopping right here. Hip comes all the way through. Most of my weight is on my heel, midfoot of my front foot, and I'm using my back foot as low as possible. So 2 ways people screw this one up is they take too big of a step. So you come back this way, and all of a sudden you have to use this back foot to push yourself back, which we don't really want. We want to be really lean on this foot, back through. And as you can see, I'm not upright straight. I'm actually kind of leaning into my hip a little bit, so I'm getting in this way. And there's a torso angle, so my torso's angled out front a little bit, which forces me to use my glutes a little bit more. Also, another way to screw it up is to kind of go too short. So that's kind of awkward. It's not really an athletic movement. You're losing a lot of the effectiveness of the exercise, and you're almost forcing your quads to do all the work. Whereas if you get back a little bit, you get a little bit more from the hip, which is what we want. So we don't want to neglect the quad, and we don't want to neglect the glute. We kind of want them both working together. So the idea is that you want to be both in the same, right in the middle, where you can feel most of your weight to the heel and the midfoot, using that back foot as little as possible. So the reverse lunge is a great exercise. It's a little bit of a progression from a basic split squat. It's a little bit different than the forward lunges that you see more commonly in gyms, but a little bit more of an athletic move because instead of that forward lunge where you're bouncing backwards, which is great for athleticism, but the forward lunge is nice because it's actually teaching you how to shoot forward, which you'd be doing a lot in sports. So as far as sets and reps go, we usually go around 3 or 4 sets from anywhere from in strength work you might go 5 or 6 reps, but you can go as high as around 8 to 12 usually. So if you have any questions, you can shoot me a line anytime you want.